feel the desire? I mean, did you feel that you were on the wish list? I mean, did you get that feedback from fans?
I mean, talking to the running backs coach for the Browns, I felt like I was going here. I was coming here. How much support from the fans of me coming here. I thought I was coming here. Then you see guys who projected, the draft picks. I thought I was coming here.
What did the running backs coach say to make you think that?
It was just basically like the relationship that I built with it. He was just telling me, yeah, if you're there when it's our turn to pick, we take you and we need a running back. So.
Did you visit here?
No, I didn't.
What are your feelings though about going to a 3-time NFC champion?
I mean, that's awesome, man. That's going from Ohio State to another winning program. I mean, couldn't really ask for a better situation.
Carlos, what is it with high-profile Buckeyes going to Frisco lately? There's been a lot of them.
I mean, at Ohio State, we win. So we carry that on over to the Niners, because that's what they do. They win. They've been playing for the championship for the last 3 years.
What have you learned so far from Frank Gore?
I mean, I haven't really been able to talk to Frank too much. Training camp, I see him every day. So that's when I start talking to him a lot more, getting advice, picking his brain a little bit.
Do you think there's enough carries to go around for you to play a big role with him there?
I mean, if it's not, they're going to make some extra ones or something.
I know you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But I'm sure they'll figure something out.
I know you haven't been in a game yet, but for practice, stuff like that, what can you tell as far as speed of the game, how quick the holes open and close, and just that kind of adjustment for you?
I really haven't been able to get a good feel of it because we haven't been in pads, So when you're not in pads, you got vet guys, they not trying to get hurt. I'm a rookie. I can't just come in there and just run around all fast. I have to be cautious about where I'm running because you don't want to hurt one of the vets.
Carlos, did you have your heart kind of set on coming here then?
No, I didn't. I didn't know. In a draft, you don't know. You have no clue where you're gonna spend like 3 to 4 years of your life. So I had no clue.
Is that kind of an anxious moment then? I mean, it's gotta be.
It's not even anxious. It's just like nerve-wracking. It's like, man, all right, can this be over with? I just figure out what team I'm going to. So it's kind of stressful.
How valuable is this symposium when it comes to learning stuff about off-field lessons?
I mean, this symposium is huge. It's good that they have this type of program where they're teaching us about what to do, what you shouldn't do. Listening to guys who made mistakes that's been in our position or they've been places where we're trying to go. So it's good to hear back from those guys.
You feel like it's all stuff you've heard before, or do you feel like you learned something new?
I mean, some of it's some stuff that I heard before, but it's always some new stuff in there. You just got to pay close attention.
What stood out? Something that you learned this week?
What I learned this week, they was really hitting on the DUI part. They had a couple speakers come in and talk about that. They was telling us that teams have car service that come pick you up. So just learning about that whole part. Basically, you shouldn't just be drinking and driving. How quick you can have one drink and get in the car and go down the road and hit somebody, and boom, your whole life changed.
How good's Ohio State going to be this year?
I'm expecting them to win it all.
Braxton the Heisman?
Definitely expecting Braxton to win the Heisman. I mean, I'm sure this is his year to do it. So this is his last one. He got to.
I like that hat. That's a cool. Are you popular out there?
I actually got it when I was out in L.A. A clothing company, they just gave it to me. And I always wear it. I like the hat too.
Carlos, does losing the last 2 games sour at all how you look back on the last 2 years of Ohio State?
Yeah, I actually still think about that Michigan State game, 4th and 1.
I was going to say one play in particular.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, it's that. I feel like it was that one play where we could have been on our way to the national championship. But I mean, it's a lesson learned.